What's up, you guys? It's Boomer here. Just want to give you some tips on what not to sell on Amazon FBA. If you supposedly know the general knowledge of Amazon FBA, the logistics and how it works, skip down on the time below, shown in the description, so you don't need to know how Amazon FBA works. For those who never know Amazon FBA, basically it's utilizing Amazon to have a selling platform. The easiest way I can explain it, how it works, you just got to think it just like Walmart, right? Or Costco. You guys know how everything in Walmart and Costco is relatively inexpensive, correct? Now, if you have any other stores to argue about, put in a comment below that's relatively inexpensive. Basically, what these stores do is they buy everything in bulk, right? They buy it in bulk in a certain area, certain country, and deliver it to their store and sell it at whatever retail price it is. So whatever price they set, whatever price they bought, that is their profit. That is basically the oldest business model that is out there that exists. Buy low, sell high. It's called retail arbitrage. Basically, you're going to use the same model that they're doing, but instead of having thousands and thousands of different products, you guys are going to just focus on one product. You can just basically thinking you're starting your own Amazon store, but instead of having a traditional brick and mortar store, everything is going to be based on e-commerce. So let's just say you want to sell t-shirt, because that's the easiest thing I can think of at the moment. Supposedly, if you bought 1,000 t-shirts, and I'll tell you why it's not going to be a good idea to sell t-shirts at the end. You're going to buy 1,000 t-shirts, and let's just say each t-shirt costs you $2. Well, mainly what you want to do is sell those t-shirts at a higher price, like 15, 12, and basically from there, just put it on Amazon. Because the reason why you want to put on Amazon, why so many people are selling on Amazon, or if you see all these crazy ads, I'm telling you, you should sell on Amazon specifically, is because the amount of user base they have. They have over 110 million Prime members alone. That's 1/3 of Americans right there. But that's not considering the fact where you can put actually multiple people under your Prime account for those who actually utilize Prime account along with their family. There's actually about 240 million Americans that actually have access to Amazon Prime. So it's a huge search engine, if you will, I like to say, since you can't physically go to that Amazon store itself. The thing is, you're basically utilizing one of the largest shopping platforms that are out there that people are visiting online nowadays more than ever. Since it's 2020, more people are actually inclined to shop online rather than face-to-face what's going on the pandemic, due to the convenience and what are people looking for. They don't even have to go one aisle, walk 5 minutes, hopefully they find it. Since it's an e-commerce based business, all they have to do is search a specific phrase, term, and it pops up. So it has a lot of convenience to it, and also it's considered the largest platform. Considering you have Prime, you can receive that product next day or within a 5 business day frames, within 5 days actually. So it's very convenient, and nonetheless, Amazon in Seattle is creating a platform on doing Amazon Now where they deliver the product on the same day. Very exciting stuff. For those who know Amazon Go, they bought Whole Foods. It's a tremendous company, not what they do company-wise, but what they do for their sellers. For those who don't know, almost close to 50% of people that sell on Amazon are regular people just like you and me, right? Third party. So it's not like these big companies like Walmart or Costco or Target specifically selling them, just normal people just like you and me. Now the thing is, if normal people are selling it, obviously there's a lot of success stories that you might have heard of through ads, might have seen it through online. Now the main important thing is you got to also figure out what not to sell, right? Now I mentioned earlier that t-shirts is one of the things that you do not want to sell. Mainly the reason why you don't want to start a t-shirt business because everyone has a different size, especially if you're manufacturing from China, which most people do because they're just world class at what they do, producing products that are inexpensive and make it very economical compared to US labor, where you might pay double the amount, just because of simple economics, right? Labor, supply and demand. When you happen to ship a product that is made from an Eastern culture and ship it to the Western culture, what is considered small in the Asian culture might translate seamlessly in the Western culture. What seems S over there might be XS in the Western culture, right? When I wear medium, it might not translate directly to the Western culture, right? At the same time, so many people have different sizes and frames, especially if you guys shop yourselves. Like a medium at a certain brand, that might be the medium over there. At the same time, just because of what it looks good in face value or what you see in the screen, it's not exactly what you will wear yourselves. To give you an example, to put it in a real life perspective, you guys probably seen, like, as you guys go into the mall and as you walk through, you're like, dang, that's a really, really cool shirt or outfit. Then you wear it, then you're like, man, I don't know what pants to even wear. I don't even have a color that even matches the shirt. And this seemed pretty cool when I looked at it, but this is not really me, right? So there's a lot of incidents where you are gonna have a really, really high turnover ratio if you focus on a t-shirt brand when you sell it on Amazon.com. The thing is, not only you have a high return rate, you're gonna have a lot of errors coming along because it just doesn't match to people's size, preference, and what it looks on the online space versus real life. It has a tremendous turnover rate, more than any other products that are out there. The only time that you would consider being safe on doing a t-shirts or clothing brand is during the holidays, when people are kind of neglectant and feel hesitant, they have to return a gift that was given to them. You want to be really, really careful on what you do, especially when it comes to that. Second being is you want to avoid tech products, and I'll tell you why. Now, it seems pretty cool that you might have like a fancy gadget, a fancy product electronically, and do that. But the thing is, it's a very, very competitive market. Just because for those who are familiar, like I said, Amazon is an e-commerce based business. It's basically people search things rather than just like, hopefully they run into things they like, kind of situation when it comes to Amazon. When you have a product that you're selling electronically and you are going against these mega billion tech companies, I don't care if you're an average person making over 100K, 200K versus a tech company that has a millions and millions dollars worth of marketing budget on their side, you're going to lose the marketing game all the time, the PPC. When it comes to the battle of marketing and trying to get your product in front of user, or basically in front of an Amazon user or a potential shopper, you're going to lose that marketing game all the time just because you're going to get outbidded. For those who are not really familiar with the advertisement industry, it's a bidding war. Whoever pays most is going to be showing up the most, have the most opportunity to get in front of people's faces. For those who don't, obviously Amazon's going to tell you pay more. We'll show it to certain people, we'll show it at a certain page, but no one in Amazon is going to go all the way to page 7, page 8 to look for your product when the first 2 pages already have 2,000 social proof with 4.6 star reviews. So you're gonna lose the marketing game. I don't care how amazing your product is. It doesn't show up on the first 2 pages. You're gonna be the best product that no one knows about. The other part that you guys wanna watch out is selling food products. Now, if you're selling food, one of the toughest part is you wanna make sure it doesn't rot, right? It's perishable. You have to go these stages. Manufacturing is gonna be a huge headache, right? If you're manufacturing overseas, obviously you gotta ship it back to the US. Considering the US market is the strongest and the most developed market when it comes to selling Amazon products or selling on the online space. The thing is that you got to go through this process of getting approved by the FDA and making sure it's not a item that does not rot and still good after shipping to 2 to 7 days, or even sitting in the warehouse for anywhere from 30 to 90 days is supposedly if you know that you're going to sell a product for a long term. So when it's buying products that is based off food, then you have to buy like mini segments here and there to make sure the food doesn't rot. Compared to like, let's just say if you're selling a kitchen knife, you can put it on the Amazon warehouse as long as you want, just because it's not a food. It doesn't have any shelf life per se when it comes to that product. So if you're gonna sell a food product, make sure it's like obviously like something that can stay in a warehouse more than 6 to 9 months and able to calculate your inventory, forecast it, just to make sure you're in good standing so you don't have to lose a product. The thing, those are 3 products that I would recommend not selling. But the thing that you always have to consider about just any business in general, right, is that there's no such thing as a guarantee. You know, putting in money in the bank also was not considered a good guarantee or considered safe back in 2008 when the Lehman Brothers claimed bankruptcy. You know, back in the day, people were selling fidget spinners and it was the hottest thing ever, right? Like everyone was making many millions and thousands of dollars, but there was an external factor that happened when fidget spinners were actually shown in Ellen DeGeneres show and Oprah Winfrey, which is considered an external factor. So many people found out about the product and decided to like blow it up on Amazon. Everyone was basically selling fidget spinners, from normal fidget spinners to fidget spinners glow in the dark. It made that product line so saturated that eventually no one started selling it anymore, right? Now you don't even see in the gas stations. When it first came out, everyone was selling it. So you always have to adjust no matter what, right? Like even in 2008, or if your product used to sell really good and no one buys it anymore, you always have to adjust, because the market doesn't care about how much money you made or how much effort you put in. It just cares about how much value can you bring in the market and how it solves their problem in their everyday life. So you just got to be very brutally honest to yourself and detach yourself saying, oh, this is a great product, I think in my heart, I know this is going to do well. You just got to look at data and driven facts and not be emotionally attached to a product, because business is just pretty harsh. And I wish people just understand that fact. If you're going to sell Amazon or any business, just look at the data, analyze it, and follow with your gut feeling, and test and and don't give up, because if you don't give up, you'll never lose. So that's my advice to you. Good luck to you. Take care. Like, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.